There's something weird about the Trump family that isn't talked about as much. Although Donald gets all the negative attention,
if you Google the word idiot, Donald Trump comes up.
his youngest son Barron is hardly ever seen. Why is his mom, Melania, keeping her teenager out of the public eye? You guys won't believe the crazy reason she might be hiding Barron. Barron is shockingly hard to miss these days. When he was just 14 years old, he was already taller than Donald, who was then President Trump. Barron wasn't seen too often around the White House, and when Trump finally left the White House in 2021, the crazy rumors about Barron became even stronger. When a president leaves office, it's customary for their whole family to depart together. So people wondered where Barron was that day, and more shockingly, why he was being hidden, if that was the real truth. Some people have been wondering about his alleged disappearance, both during and after Donald's time in the White House. Have you ever heard about @FreeBarron2020 on TikTok? This user wanted to free Barron from Donald's shadow. Shockingly, it became a Gen Z movement on TikTok, and a Save Barron compilation became a huge hit on social media. These teenagers wanted more than just to free Barron. They wanted the whole world to know about this. Save Barron clips on TikTok received a shocking amount of attention. It's estimated that more than 250 million users viewed Save Barron clips on social media. The Save Barron movement also started crazy rumors about Barron, including speculations that he secretly doesn't like his family. They questioned why Barron couldn't be a regular boy, and many of them threw shade at Barron's dad, saying that Donald wasn't allowing Barron to grow up normally in the White House. Some Save Barron users even claimed to have inside knowledge of Barron. There were shocking accounts of Barron getting bullied at his private school or crying during class. Most of these allegations have remained unproven, including the other unproven claims that Barron had gotten banned from using social media, or even more shocking, that Barron wasn't allowed to have friends, and that he never played sports. But Barron was captured doing something recently. About a year ago, he was seen on a video playing soccer. That is Barron running across the field. He is shockingly tall and appears to be pretty good at sports. But there is undoubtedly something weird about Barron. You never hear him speaking. Barron was born in March of 2006, so he's over 17 years old now. Melania is considered to be super tall at 5 feet 11 inches, but Barron towers over her. Barron is thought to be around 6 feet 7 inches tall. He looks like he's got a great style like his mom, and Barron is believed to be able to speak English, French, and Slovenian. Slovenian being Melania's first language. So why has Barron never been interviewed or allowed to speak? Is that because Donald doesn't like what Barron might have to say? Sources with inside knowledge say there's a good reason why Barron stays mostly hidden. He's old enough to start college soon. And some insiders are making shocking claims about Barron's opinions. These insiders claim that Barron is Donald's total opposite when it comes to politics. Allegedly, Barron is a secret Democrat, which would be a nightmare for Donald, or a nightmare for Barron, depending on how you think Donald would react to his son's alleged political beliefs.
Well, I have the ultimate authority.
Other inside sources claim that Melania is definitely the parent who is shielding Barron, and these are Washington insiders, who know what happened to Barron when Donald was in the White House. Barron became the butt of jokes online, and some of these jokes were highly insensitive. The White House press office even had to step in and appeal for Barron's privacy. They released a statement that read, "It is a long-standing tradition that the children of presidents are afforded the opportunity to grow up outside of the political spotlight." At one point, the public teasing of Barron became so unbelievable that kids of former presidents also decided to defend Barron. Chelsea Clinton is the daughter of former Democratic President Bill Clinton. Her mom, Hillary, famously ran against Donald in the 2016 presidential election. Chelsea threw shade at online trolls who spread rumors about Barron having a low IQ or some mental deficiency. Chelsea said that Barron should be left alone to have the private childhood he deserves. I don't think that Donald defended Barron quite that well. Is that why Barron might be a Democrat now? At least Melania showed motherly concern for Barron during the COVID pandemic. She wrote a shocking and candid article after many staff members in Donald's White House contracted COVID. The people who tested positive for COVID-19 included Donald and Melania. And Melania wrote that her fear came true when Barron got retested. Although he had tested negative at first, Barron's COVID test came back positive the second time. But Melania reassured the public when she said that Barron had exhibited no symptoms, and that he remained a strong teenager. This year, inside sources report that Melania is still the one controlling Barron's privacy. A source alleged that she is a doting mother, and she remains very protective of Barron even though the kid looks like he can handle himself. It's also weird that Melania was way more interested in showing off Barron when he was a baby.
What's the baby?
Hello, extra.
Barron.
This sounds crazy now, but when Barron was a little baby, he was seen in Hollywood when Donald got honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2007. Barron grew up in the Trump Tower in New York. When you hear about how Barron lived there, it's a wonder he ever left the penthouse at all. Barron allegedly had his own floor in Donald's penthouse. He had a nursery, his own living room, and kitchen. Although Melania had living quarters on Barron's floor, and there were bedrooms for Barron's nannies too. It seems like Barron was forced out of the spotlight when Donald became president. So those insider claims about Barron's safety and security in the White House do make a lot of sense. And there is one shocking reason why Barron wasn't seen at all during Donald's first year in office. Allegedly, Melania didn't want to disrupt Barron's school year, so she and Barron remained in New York. Barron finished up the school year at a prestigious school in Manhattan called Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School. And when Barron did move to the White House, Melania didn't put Barron into the same school that kids of other presidents had attended. Barron went to a private school in Potomac, Maryland. This school is about an hour away from the White House by car. Shockingly, Barron didn't appear on the first White House Christmas card either. So Donald and Melania broke another long-standing tradition. And once again, inside sources claimed that was because Melania wanted to protect Barron's privacy. Other inside sources have thrown even more shade at Donald. He is currently facing a few dozen criminal charges, including falsifying business records, which could shockingly earn Donald jail time. These sources allege that Donald's bad reputation is forcing Melania to keep Barron hidden, for Barron's own personal safety. Inside sources claim that Barron has always been Melania's sole focus, as well as her top priority. Shockingly, some insiders claim that Melania is concerned about Donald's legal problems, but she insists on putting Barron first. Other insiders say it's normal for Barron to stay private. These sources with inside knowledge are familiar with Melania's life in Florida. These days, sources say that Melania is rarely seen herself outside of Donald's Mar-a-Lago compound in Florida, so they allege that Barron might be kept out of sight too. But inside sources also claim that Barron is keeping busy. He is currently enrolled in a private school in Palm Beach. He should be graduating next year. The Secret Service is still guarding Barron, but he still doesn't have any active accounts on social media, and some inside sources claim that Barron may want to keep it that way. But anyway, what do you guys think about all this? Do you think Melania is still hiding Barron to keep him safe? And do you think that Barron could possibly be a secret Democrat? Let me know in the comments below.